Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I just finished up with polishing everything with the wheel, compounding it. So I just wrapped up. It's going to be the rear bumper. Here is the rear bumper, now nice and shiny. You can see your hand in it. I finished up the hood over here. Here is the hood temporarily. You can see your reflection in here a little bit much better, pretty shiny. This is going to be wrapped, so this is not the finished product, but this will go on the car just for now. And this now brings me onto the front bumper. So we're going to be working on this today. I did not polish this yet or compound it out. As you can see, it has a nice dull finish, but it is very flat and smooth. So I'm going to be reassembling this front bumper. We're going to be putting all the pieces back to it and getting the fog lights on it, one of the shutters, and completing this, putting it together so that way we can put this on the car, and that way I can polish it on the car when it's got a little bit more of a base for me to work with. And then we're also going to be attempting to fit this on the car and see what it will look like with the complete product. I knew I was having some issues over here on this passenger side with that headlight that I had and getting everything to fit. So once I get this front bumper on, we're gonna see where everything aligns and try to work on our gaps and lines and make sure everything is the way that it needs to be on here. Laid out here, I have all the pieces to the front bumper, or at least it's going on it. Over here, these are actually the rally fog lights that I pulled off of another car that I wanted to run on this. So I'll have to wire up these fog lights in order to actually have them work, because there's no harness on the car for them currently. But these are going to give it a nice touch and make it look a lot more aggressive. So we're going to be running these. And then this is the shutter grill. Definitely make sure that you don't damage this. This is a very expensive part. And then we have the centerpiece grill right here. This is the lower grill piece, which I probably won't end up running, but I'll probably just leave this off right now. And then this is the upper grill right here, and this one is pretty banged up and broken, pretty bad, so I don't think I'm going to be able to actually even use this or salvage it. I was going to make an aftermarket grill anyways, but I'll show you what I'm going to do later on here and how we're going to go about fixing this. I'm just going to put this on a quick time lapse, and I'll just show the bumper getting put back together. Once that's all set and done, then we are going to go throw it on the car. I still do need to fix a couple of these broken tabs on this bumper. There's a crack right there on this piece that holds one of the top bumper trim pieces as well, and that other piece is broken too. So I'm just mixing up some epoxy here, and we're gonna let this set on there for a little bit and hopefully strengthen that area just a little bit more. Check this out, guys. We got the one part that I needed and was waiting for. So this is going to be the upper grill assembly for the car. Let's take this out of the packaging and see what we got here. And there it is. So this is what it looks like. This is brand new OEM, and it just comes in a matte black color. It does not come with the crosshairs or also any of the mounting pieces for right here. So I'll need to swap those bolt pieces over here. And here's my old one, so just a side-by-side comparison. This is what this piece is supposed to look like, and clearly we're missing so many different parts that were broken off of it, and it was very damaged. So right now we have these tabs for this side. We'll pull these off and we'll slip these onto here, so that'll take care of that side. And then I gotta go see if I can find two more that I can use for this side, since I don't have anything over here. These ones all broke off. Here is what the bumper looks like. I currently have one more piece that would need to go on it. This is just the grill piece that goes right here and kind of covers some of the gaps in those bolt holes. I'm actually going to wait to put this piece on until a little bit later. The reason being is because I did have to make a repair right up here. You can see that crack, and I already know I'm going to be having to remove this bumper for some other things. so I don't want to risk damaging this piece. So we're just going to put the front bumper on as is, just like this, and see how this looks. The front bumper is all on now. I have everything installed and completed for this upper grill piece right here. It's just loosely setting on here. I don't have it fully installed yet. Some of these clips, they're not all the way quite in yet. I had a little bit of trouble pushing some of these and getting this front bumper pushed on far enough. So instead of me installing this completely and getting everything mocked up, I decided that I am going to wait to fully install this because there is a couple more modifications that I want to do underneath the front bumper. So in order for me to do those, I'm waiting for a couple parts. Once I get those parts, I'm going to do a couple of installs, and then we can actually get this bumper on here fully and secured. So this is what it looks like for right now though. I am going to be working on buffing it out and getting it compounded. I just have the area sanded so it's not shiny like the other panels that you can see your reflection in. So we're just gonna be working on doing that for right now, and stay tuned for some upcoming videos, and I'm gonna show you some of the modifications that we're gonna be doing to this front end, so that way we can go ahead and finish and complete this front bumper install. For the remainder of this video, I'm just gonna be doing a time lapse of me polishing up this front bumper. As we can see, there is one area over here where I did have to blend in and do a repair. This was in one of my painting videos. I'm curious to see how this is going to blend in when we go ahead and compound and polish this area, to see how this looks and how this finishes out here. Bumper's all polished up now and looking pretty good and shiny. This spot over here, I wasn't quite able to get this spot buffed out, so you can clearly see where I made that repair over here. Not a deal breaker, but I wish I could have done that a little bit better. As for the rest of it, it's nice and shiny though. You can see your reflection in it. Top part, I got this strip here too as well, so that's pretty good. Pretty happy with how this turned out. This is gonna be a wrap for the video, so stay tuned for the next couple upcoming videos. I'm gonna be doing some custom lighting on this car. We're gonna be modifying the headlights and also the fog lights down here. We're gonna be doing some cool stuff with those, and also some wiring. And then I also do have a couple more things too as well before I completely put this front bumper on. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.